Before then, I do want to get onto a few things. Over the next couple streams, we're going to be talking about some things coming up in the Chaos Reigns, which comes September 24th.
Ooh,
very exciting.
Oh.
There have been a lot of people asking about Havik.
What?
Really?
Changes.
Havik.
Patch
Chaos
notes.
Reigns?
Yeah, right. And
Could it
is
be?
Havik going to get any changes, any buffs, anything like that? Well, as a Havik main, I have good news for you.
Let's see.
Havik has some stuff coming, and to show you,
Oh.
we have a brief video we'd like to show, and then we'll come back and explain what you saw.
They're actually giving us a video showcase. Okay. Where's the Morning Star? Still missing. Okay. Havik buffs. No Morning Star.
Now, this might be something you want to go back and watch again to see what had happened, but there are a couple things in that video which, if you know Havik, or if you've played against Havik, you know are very different. For instance, in the match, Liu Kang uses his Towards 434, which has a big gap. Now, Havik's arm flail is now faster, and the armor starts up quicker, so it actually can get through that. So that's a big change for Havik. Really going to help out some Havik players. Cool. It gives you, it just gives you enough time. It's fast.
Now
enough
do that for Sub-Zero's back
nice.
too. Thanks.
He also has a new move in the air you might have seen. It's kind of a stretchy kick. If you use meter on that, it actually
Havik leg.
Right. If you use meter on that, it actually pops up, which is it's a ground bounce. So you're able to get a little more
bounce,
more bounce in your stuff.
More bounce for your buck.
There you go.
And get some more combos out. He also has a new move, which is a low launcher.
Yeah, this one, I really love the animation that he's breaking his own knees to get down that low. And
tells you that I don't use
so
Havik or play MK1 enough to realize that we just saw 2 new moves.
And then finally, his Jump 2-4 has a different reaction, so you can do just more combos. It used to, I believe, you used to push you back further.
Still
now
no
you're able to do more
Morning
combos
Star.
right there in the middle. So that's another thing Havik got. So I'm sure you're going to want to go back and watch that, but as Havik fans, I'm sure you're going to enjoy those changes.
I can't wait to go back and rewatch that 10-second clip.
A lot of other stuff coming for other characters, and we'll try to get to some of that in future streams. But today we're also going to talk about some Kameo. We have a lot of cameo changes.
Some exciting ones.
And some have been seen in some of the trailers and some of the teases. But first we're going to start out with Sub-Zero.
Give us some new ones.
So let's take a look at that video.
Well, pretty sure it's going to be what was showcased in the actual trailer for, I want to say, Cyrax. Yeah, that's right here. Man, show us stuff that's new. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's honestly pretty sick. Tossing you like you're an ice clone. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Sub-Zero has a parry now.
That was chilly.
Okay, very good. Very good. Love parries in any game. So you'll notice in the video, when they could have poked, they use the parry, which freezes them, and you can also combo after that. Now, a lot of savvy players might start knowing you're going to parry and wait.
And then what can they do?
Well, then you can just throw the clone at them.
You can throw an ice clone?
Cool.
You can throw the ice clone at advantage, too. So there's just some new stuff to bring in.
2 new buffs.
Who doesn't
I like
love
that.
throwing the ice clone?
Right, and, Havik. A lot of people use Havik and Sub-Zero. So this is, 2 things that work well together as well. We also got one more to show today. One of my favorite characters in Mortal Kombat history. Jax has a new move that I think is pretty awesome.
It's a new move, but it's also an old move.
Right, a new move for this game, but he's used it for years.
Yeah.
Will it be 2 changes or just the one
video.
we saw in the most recent trailer? Let's find out. You will grab your Kameo and punch him in the face. Wow. Okay.
Classic gotcha grab.
We already saw that.
One of the best moves ever. So what you can do with this is if you are playing somebody and they keep using a similar sequence with their Kameo, you can call gotcha grab out.
He's going to get you.
He'll get you.
He's going to get you.
He will punch the other Kameo. He has 2 hits of armor, so you can stop their Kameo in their tracks like that.
He doesn't mess around.
He doesn't.
He doesn't mess around.
Doesn't. So it's just another thing that's added to Jax's arsenal to help. And I really enjoy it because I like things that affect other cameos.
Right.
Like seeing cameos interact.
And it's like he has now almost the full spectrum of his classic moves, too, which is cool.
So that'll be fun to use, and I'm sure a lot of people will you play your friends all the time.
So then for the Noob Saibot
same thing that they
combat
do,
cast,
and now you have
will
this
we get
little,
more than just
little
these
wrench
two
you can throw in.
Cameo update
And
showcase?
keep in mind when you're hitting,
Are they going to want us
their
to just
cameo,
wait for the
their
update to
players
drop and
taking
figure it
damage.
out ourselves? Probably,
So,
I guess.
big things there.
Seems kinda
I think
lazy.
I know why a lot of people are here right now.
Me.
But that's cool.
Derek. So there are things on the horizon, yeah?
Oh, I wasn't
Invasions!
serious, but yeah, there's always some things on the horizon, bud.
New
So
Mesa?
we have some stuff coming for Invasions that we're going to hold, right?
Yeah, so of course we're gonna have a new season. We've got a lot of just fun quality of life things that we've done to this new season, season 8. But we're gonna wait until the next stream because we've got 2 characters to go through today,
We do.
right? And I think people really want to see what's up with these condiment characters.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And we do, and there's some fun stuff
confirmed.
like get hyped. There's some really cool stuff we'll be
Noob
talking about.
Saibot
Oh yeah,
combat
absolutely.
cast.
But we don't want to, take
And-
away
Fair.
from this.
Fair.
All right.
So
No
Stephanie,
mention of anything.
let's talk
for
about
Invasions.
Cyrax
Well,
first, yeah?
There
I'm
you
very
go.
excited for this.
You gotta wait for
I
that.
love the Cyber Ninjas. I've loved them since day 1 in MK3. These are 2 of my favorite MK characters.
So many hand cramps from that combo with
Oh,
Cyrax.
the Cyrax one? Well, the secret is you just hold back and hit high punch and high kick together and it'll come out.
That is cheating.
Some weird old guy at the arcade showed me
No,
that.
I just always so painful.
So tell
Right, so
me,
good.
when it comes to Cyrax, what type of player will gravitate towards the character?
Well, here's how I've always looked at it for like
Setup
30 years.
based.
For both of them. You
Bombs.
have Cyrax is kind of the tricky trap, sneaky character with
Yep,
the bombs.
there you
Even
go.
back in '95, you had like the different kind of bombs, the anti-air grab and stuff like that. She kind of forces movement.
Speaking of bombs,
Tries to make the
Shout out
person
to
struggle
Kenny.
to get in, and then you hit him with the net, and kind of the setup character.
got that
kind of
Ed
a
Boone
thinking
shout out
character.
last night.
Right.
And in the opposite end of the spectrum, you have Sektor, who's like, yeah, that's cool. I should have
Pressure.
handled that.
Yeah. Rockets, punch.
Yeah, more
rockets,
straightforward and all
punch.
that.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's something that we carried on to this. And that's not to say Sektor doesn't have her own share of tricky stuff, but I think Cyrax is going to be a character for really, really creative players, and Sektor is going to be a more straightforward character. And I think it's awesome. They have like the stuff you'd expect from MK9, and then a bunch of new stuff. They both have new mobility options with new technology they didn't.
All
have
right, well,
before,
let's
and
see it.
very, very cool. I'd say, like a lot of MK1 characters, it's kind of the design team.
Show
is
us
like,
the
what
stuff.
are the key moves that make these characters? Put in some spice
And salt and pepper.
and some salt and pepper and
And
some
ketchup and mustard.
and then blend it all together, and we have a new take on these classic characters.
All right.
All right. Do we want to take a look at Cyrax?
Let's check her out.
Woo!
All right. So one of the new things she has is on her feet. She has these like jet booster things. You can see in a lot of her normal attacks. They allow her to do a wall jump, which
That's
is really
pretty cool.
neat. And she uses them in a lot of her normals. But she also has the gadgets you kind of expect. The buzzsaws from like MK9.
New stage variation too.
And speaking of MK9, I think one of the coolest normals she has is a command grab. She switches places.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Or goes into an attack. And you can like,
Okay.
set a bomb.
I would have not
and blow up into them.
figured that was a
This is one
command
of her
grab
strongest moves
from
in
the trailer,
MK9. And this is a true
to
command
be
grab.
honest.
You know, like if they're crouch blocking, it will actually hit them and all that. So that can be super deadly.
The spin into the kick is a wonderful. I absolutely.
That
love
was
it.
cool.
She also has this cool move from Deadly Alliance. And this
Yeah.
has a mechanic where you
Little
can hold it
overhead.
down, charge it up.
Oh, dude, that's gonna
and
be fun.
you can cancel it. So you can do fun stuff like your grabs, let it go, fake it out, do the quick version.
She's really a fidget spinner.
And she has these cool step kicks. And this ends in
That was
kind of
also
a
from the
ragdoll
3D
style
era
move.
too.
And when you were saying like tricky, that's the sort of thing that spin out into a
Spin
throw,
Exactly.
like all these sort of
You got options from
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Her standing high kick is another spinning move, which she can hold it down or cancel it. Or she can do it. No, that's part of the robot suit is making it so you don't get dizzy.
Science.
And then this normal attack, which is definitely my favorite, because I think the bomb part is very, very funny.
Cool.
And that
So-
bomb part, that was a normal.
It is, yeah. So let's go into her special moves.
Okay.
First off, you have to have it. It's been one of the most classic Cyrax moves is your bomb toss. Close, medium, far. A subtle detail.
What are we
I
gonna
like
call
is
this
the
net?
animation actually changes depending on how she's
Called the
throwing
goop.
it. Like you can see, the toss is just an overhead toss.
Okay.
Now, something new The EX version will actually track the opponent and then have a helicopter pop up for even better combos. So if the opponent's trying to run away, it'll actually follow them.
That's awesome. I'm gonna get ya.
Then she has a new take on the teleport. This time, it's kind of reminiscent of the human Cyrax
So
teleport from the
much
design, but she
going
leaves
on.
a bomb.
Yeah,
So she'll
bombs for
teleport behind,
days.
leave a bomb. You can see it on the floor there. Or she can choose to do one that has faster recovery that doesn't leave a bomb.
Ah, okay.
Or you can do an EX version that instead of teleporting,
Ooh.
she kind of
Ooh.
goes back or forth in like
Wow.
kind of a dash kind of thing. And if you do it from full screen, she won't go in front of them. But if you're a little bit closer, she will be behind them. So
More
you can kind
tricky.
of mix it up. Exactly.
Yeah.
And a fun little thing about all of her bomb attacks, if you hold the 4 button down, the bomb will be a fake out dud.
Oh, gotcha.
So you can
Oh.
do that
Wow.
with all of her bomb attacks.
Yeah,
This is a
talk
fun
about
little
mix-ups.
thing.
Little mind tricks. Little mind tricks.
Put
That's
out
a
a
lot.
fake bomb and then actually call a cameo and the opponent's like trying to attack out of it. Now another one of the moves is this spinny spin kick,
Yeah, spin kick is
which the
pretty
EX
sweet.
version has armor and a dive kick ender.
Ooh.
And there's an air version that will capture them in the air, and if the EX, she throws the net.
That's cool.
And speaking of the net, one more special move to show. The classic net is now this like foam goo.
I don't
trapped
like
in
it.
place,
I don't like it.
And you
Why
get the free combo.
change
But
it?
the EX version
Come on.
is similar to the classic net, but with rocket boosters that
Whoa.
will push them super far. So you'll see full screen. It
Just
pushes
to
them
have
far,
a
but you're
different
not gonna
variation, I
combo. But
guess,
if you're
but
close to
man.
the wall, you still
Pins
do
them.
get the capture state.
That's awesome.
So it kind of depends on like your space control, where
Toss
you're
and
at,
goop.
whether or not you're gonna get a combo.
Bunch of
So that's
boogers.
good. Just like we've talked about, the upgrading of what was from the past to the future.
Exactly.
Upgrade, by the
I
way.
think it's really, really cool to take a lot of the moves that
Upgrade.
are famous about her in the
Oh,
past
come
And what can
on,
you do?
Tyler.
But not for good
Upgrade.
as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But also not-
Removing
nothing
trademark
but-
things.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, a lot of great nods to the classic. Very cool.
So, you want to finish this out with her X-ray?
Let's see it.
All right. Gotta edit this in post. Can't be showing ya the skulls being cracked. But yeah, she does have a pretty neat little X-ray going on here. Fatal.
All right, that was Cyrax.
See, the
Super
devs
cool,
themselves just called it an
fun
X-ray.
bomb setup,
But if I
fun
say that,
characters to play.
Lots of trickery.
And some real
told
good
I'm not a real
mobility.
fan.
I also really liked during the fatal blow into where like the bomb rolls down and she's all flashy about it. I think that's super cool.
Hype.
Hype.
What
What do we got next?
I think we're gonna now move right into talking about how Sektor plays.
Ooh.
All right, so let's go into Sektor. So Sektor
Flame on.
also has a bunch of high-tech stuff, a bunch of gadgets. Let's go
show
into
me the
normals first.
flamethrower.
I think one of her cooler normals is her standing 2 is like this double fist rocket punch, but you can charge it up. And then it gets knocked
Wow.
down and you get a lot more damage, but the cool thing is she can actually keep the charge by canceling it.
Huh.
Now you'll
Oh.
see her fists still have the glow and she can go straight to the powered up version.
That's
There's also a
Wow.
special move I'll show later that can allow you to charge it.
Spoilers.
One of her best normals is 4-2-1-2, which is like this advancing mid that pops up.
Everybody loves combos. Oh.
It's nice.
It's like a combo starter.
With
She also has
these-
this big swingy overhead with her rocket launcher,
Yeah.
and
That
complement
moves.
it a low with her
Sick.
rocket boots. She has a really cool forward 3-4, goes into the air.
Spends a lot of time in the air.
Yeah, and you can see like
Oh,
the rocket boosters
to the
are using
face.
all her moves and
Yeah.
all that. I love the effects.
Some of my favorite, like that, the finish of that move, I love crumples like that.
Yes.
One of my favorite reactions in the game.
I feel like she's
And
definitely a
I
lot
love
slower than
this new take on the
Cyrax.
intake throw.
Ooh.
100%.
One of the coolest throws in the game.
That
Let's
Devora-esque
go
throw.
over her special moves. First, we can start like Cyrax. She has a new mobility tool, which is these rocket boosters, which allow her to do
Nice.
an air dash.
Cool.
And she can do normal attacks from it. She can do some of the moves. She can double it.
Proceeds to do the same normal in the air.
So you'll see she can get around in the air. The opponent's going to have a hard time because of her zoning tools. She can shoot her rocket.
Full screen rockets, baby.
It actually catches them on fire and does a little damage over time.
Dang.
Amazing.
She has a jumping rocket. If you EX this one, she can actually decide when the rocket will go off. Like you can do it early, or you can hold it halfway through, let it go when it hits the ground, etc. And then she has this awesome one, probably my favorite move, the Sidewinder. And if you EX
It's like
it,
a homing
you get
missile.
the absolute classic MK3.
Targeting.
Yo, it's got like the
rocket.
Lin Kuei
I've often
logo when
fans
it
used to call
hits.
it
That's pretty
dumb
cool.
Rocket and smart rocket.
I love the targeting application too on
Yeah.
the character. That's really cool.
Oh, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's like a Lin Kuei
And then one more
logo.
rocket move.
Signia.
Her anti-air rockets.
Yeah,
which
that
are also
back
combo starter.
rocket is OP as hell. Dude.
Then let's go into her flamethrower. It wouldn't be Sektor without a flamethrower.
There it is.
Regular version, this double hit, really good range.
What's the EX look
version,
like?
she can hold it down, cancel the second hit.
The
and this
distance
has
on that
armor.
is pretty OP.
She also has Blast Shield, where she clamps her feet on the ground,
What?
puts out this. This absorbs projectiles and has some really fun follow-ups. So, the regular version, when she absorbs a projectile, she can quickly input one of her rocket moves.
So it's almost like she's sending something right back.
Exactly. Now, the EX version, she can actually do any of her special moves. I did not mean to do her extra.
Wow. Okay, let's go. 16-bit.
You can do her teleport, which I'm going to cover in a second. And one other cool thing about this move is absorbing a projectile successfully gives you a charge of her standing 2.
That is a lot.
And then she also has the teleport, which I just said we talk about. She goes up,
Yeah.
then she comes down. It's a combo starter. It's kind of a new take on the classic uppercut. And if you EX
Yeah.
it,
That's what it compared it
more
to. I was like, it's like
actually
a,
starts off
it's a robo
with
punch, essentially.
She is all over the screen.
Yeah, so you can see she's a character.
Kind of
who
heartbreaking
is
to
going
think that the robo punch
absolutely
completely gone.
Dominate the air. She
From
can be
both.
in the air, but she's going to stop you from being in the air. So you're going to have to play the ground game. And then she has awesome range,
Great, yeah.
awesome anti-zoning.
And
Yeah, just a pressure
just some
character.
interesting tricks too with the shield. Like, that's
Exactly.
really neat.
Rush down hype for you.
Your opponent's gonna have to decide if they see you use meter on that. What are you doing? Like, what's your next
Yeah.
move?
Also anti-zoning for sure.
Yeah, and obviously you try to
Shield.
zone her to stop her zoning.
Yeah.
And she can start absorbing your projectiles and then
Yep.
have her standing too.
A lot of tools.
So
Pretty OP.
now we'll go into her X-ray.
Sure.
We teased it before. And now we
Got
can
to
actually do it.
edit this in post. It's Iron Man. Hammer of Dawn from Gears of War. Okay. Excited to see the high-level gameplay. Hopefully we get both Sektor versus Cyrax. See how that goes. But there you go.
All right. So Cyrax and Sektor, there they are.
There they are. It's very exciting.
Definitely
Sektor would
different,
Definitely be
both of
probably
them.
my top 5 or so favorite MK characters. So I'm
Okay.
pretty stoked for this.
Didn't
and
know that.
I can't wait for people to see Chaos Reigns, their role in this story. It's
If only it
very,
wasn't
very different. It
leaks.
is the new era, but there are some aspects that sometimes time refuses to change. Like Sektor is very much all in on the Liu Kang, or the Lin Kuei and the cybernetic process. And
She's all in on the Liu
some
Kang.
motivations
No
and stuff.
spoilers.
You'll have to see, and then of course, Noob Saibot is going to be awesome.
So we will be having another stream soon. No date yet. We'll be talking about Noob Saibot
right.
and some other stuff.
Yep,
and definitely some other character things that are coming.
And in general, like just Chaos Reign updates,
For
right?
sure,
Yeah,
for sure. So we'll let you know when that's going to be.
Okay.
But until then, I think that's it for us today.
No
If you
high
haven't
level
pre-ordered yet, Make
gameplay?
sure you pre-order so
No?
you can get the exclusive skins. and stuff.
Absolutely.
Really cool skins.
Absolutely. We do, though, after we sign off, as usual, there will
Okay,
be
cool.
a Sektor fight against Tanya that QA put together.
Oh,
So,
really? You
with
couldn't do
that,
both?
Thank you both again
Come
for always
on.
being here. It's always a great
Why
time.
not just do both?
Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next time.
What's the point of
on the
hiding Cyrax? Come on.
Frost,
What was the point of hiding Cyrax? That don't even make no
the
sense.
maze.
You've created more mechanized monstrosities?
That don't even
Many.
make any sense.
And I can't wait to unleash them.
Maybe some new moves for Tanya is the reason why. But when this is dedicated to both Sektor and Cyrax, how do you only showcase one? I don't understand. I don't get it. Here we go. Maybe you guys can tell me what's new for Tanya, because I do not use Tanya. I'm sure she's got a bunch of new tech. Kameo sub versus Kameo frost. Oh, there's that ice wall. Oh. New stage, by the way. Woo! Reverse robo punch to my anti-air rockets, baby, to my homing missile. Did they showcase that slide move she just did? Sektor? I don't think they did. Going air right now seems like a bad idea. Throwing you like a clone. Alright. Yeah, this is 6th stage. A lot of complaints about some of the stages I've seen. Don't know why, but at least this stage I think is pretty damn cool. Wow, so the mask is off during the fatal. Okay. Pretty neat. So Tanya wins the first round, and I'm pretty sure Sektor is going to come back with the 2-0 sweep. Yeah, this stage reminds me a lot of the Kodokan Coliseum from MK11. The animal cage in the background. It just gives me that vibe. Oh man, that ice wall is definitely going to be pretty OP. Dang! Yeah, that's gonna be fun to use. It's a real Kameo now. There's new options. Final round incoming. Alright. Let's see. I wonder if they're gonna show off the second fatality or if they're saving that for the actual launch. Guess we'll see, and you'll get my reaction. He didn't even acknowledge the Kameo stance for Sektor, the classic MK3 stance, man. You see? Combat cast just slack. Is that new Tanya attack? Someone tell me. You made it this far, I appreciate you. Oh! 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 Shiva who?
Meager.
Oh, maybe a brutality? Is that what we're going for? Oh, man. That was kind of cool.
Nothing can
Nice.
stop me.
Shoulder tackle.
Brutality. Sektor
All right, there you go.
wins.
There you go, guys. That was the combat cast. What do y'all think of Sektor and Cyrax? Let me know in the comment section down below. I love you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Stepping on it, crack.